Here we go, gentlemen. Clash in Italy is right around the corner. It starts nice and early on a Sunday afternoon, 2 p.m., which would be prime time in Italy, I would assume. And we're going to get it kicked off, started hot here on the Ringside Rant channel. Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar, two gentlemen. I mean, let's just point out the elephant in the room. They put a number 2 at this thing. I don't think we're done here. I think we got more story to tell. I think there's more road to go here. Brock Lesnar technically is retired. Adam Pearce filed the paperwork, but retirement, what does that mean in WWE? I don't know. I think Brock Lesnar wins the match, and we're going to go all the way to Minnesota to settle this whole thing. We got a good old-fashioned WWE trilogy. And that's where Obafemi finally closes the book on Brock Lesnar, gets that big moment. Brock goes off to the sunset in his home state of Minnesota. That being said, he needs to get a win in order to get to Minnesota, in my opinion. Is he Brock Lesnar? Can he bust down the door? Absolutely. I just think it makes more sense.
Yeah, it's pretty clear, especially that big old fat number 2 on the poster there. I everything's telling me to pick Brock, literally everything. But you know what? Same thing happened at WrestleMania. I thought Brock was gonna win. Thought it was too early for Oba, so I'm gonna take Obafemi in this one, and it'll be one more of just getting under Brock's skin, and he closes out his career at SummerSlam with a victory. So I'm gonna take Obafemi and probably be the only one on this island here, but that's where I'm sitting.
Okay.
2-0 Cole.
I got.
Go ahead, Bernard.
No, you good. Well, okay. Well, I go in Brock Lesnar on this one. He needs it. Like I said, this match ain't over. They need at least one more after this. With a stipulation in my book. But it's kind. This feud. The last time I ever saw Brock Lesnar was this furious was when Goldberg was around, when he was still in his prime, and it ticked Brock off. So, it's kind of had that same feeling here. So I think Brock Lesnar discussed this match.
I'm gonna go a different route here. I'm gonna say this is a no contest. I think because early on, I think it's to me, you can't have Brock lose coming out like that with that fire. I don't think he's gonna lose just yet. And then I think it's too early for Oba to lose, making his debut on the roster, like maybe 2 months ago, the main roster debuted. So what I think it's gonna be similar to like Kevin Owens and Randy Orton at Crown Jewel, how they didn't have a match, it was a no contest. And also Jacob Fatu and Cody Rhodes at Saturday night's main event, that was a no contest as well. I think you're gonna see something similar along those lines because Saturday night's main event, July 18th, is at the Mecca, Madison Square Garden.
Oh.
And I know a report came out saying Brock Lesnar's not booked as of yet, but is anything booked as of now? It's July 18th. We still got a long ways to go to that. Yeah. I think you could have that match there, have them tear down the Garden. It's a little bit closer to SummerSlam. You have Brock over there, and that sets up the SummerSlam final match, in my opinion.
That could be an option. That could be a good option because, like I said, it's too early for Oba to lose. I mean, and it's too fiery for Brock Lesnar to lose like that and all as well. So I could see that happening as well.
Man,
I agree with Brock Lesnar losing. You're not going to bring the Beast back for no reason twice, right? The first time, not for no reason, right? WrestleMania put over Obafemi, not for no reason. But to me, if he comes in and loses to Obafemi 2 times in a row, it's kind of like, okay, did we need the second match, or was this to sell tickets in Italy? And that's kind of where I feel like this needs to be a Brock Lesnar victory. I do like the no contest thing, though, where these two just can't be in a match together. Yeah. They just have to be in a fight before the bell rings, and the referee has no choice but to throw it out. But we get a lengthy brawl. The ref is just like, to hell with this. I'm getting out of here. And they just go at it for maybe 10 minutes. Like, I wouldn't hate that either. I actually like the no contest call. You protect both gentlemen. Yeah. I do push back on it's too early for Oba to lose. To anybody else, sure. But this is Brock Lesnar, guys. It's kind of he could be in the Hall of Fame right now. No one would bat an eye, right? He's in the Hall of Fame. He's still wrestling. He's not because they probably want to do a special moment for him. I get it. But losing to Brock Lesnar, I mean, that's like losing to The Undertaker, not please don't crucify me for that. As soon as I said it, I get it.
That's getting
But you know
clipped.
what I mean? Right, of course it is. But you know what I mean? It's like it's not that big a deal. You lose to one of the best of all time that will be remembered forever as one of the best to ever do it.
Yeah.
That's fine. You're Obafemi. You take this loss. If anything, that makes you more interesting. You all of a sudden have a chink in your armor. There's a recipe to beat you in the books out there. How are you going to fix it? How are you going to come back and show people that you're not a one-trick pony? You're not just some big dumb monster. You're someone that can refine his game and level up and beat the beast at his best.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
That's what I need.
I'm really liking that
Yeah,
take.
me
No
too.
contest. I think it. I'll have your nickname by the end of this episode.
right.
I got it.
All
Okay.
right, gentlemen. Red hot ticket because Becky couldn't hold her water. Pulled Jessica Carr in front of a soul snatcher. Jessica Carr, round of applause for her. She just takes an absolute beating and plays her role very well as the antagonist to Becky Lynch's Walter White-esque protagonist in the site. They're not really the protagonist. But anyway, so Ruka, does she get the title here, gentlemen?
Go ahead, Bernard.
I'm saying
still
yes. I'm saying she does. Becky's held the Intercontinental Championship, I believe, 3 times. I would like to see, as of recent, it's been just a lot of Intercontinental Championship and AJ Lee. I think we could see Becky go on a little break a little bit, come back with something fresh, and you could do a lot of things with Sol Ruka's champ. Put her in the field like a Roxanne Perez. Low-key legend we haven't seen in a while, Natty. I think that would be a banger. I just think Sol Ruka, it's her time to shine. I think she's ready. I think she takes the title from Becky.
Man, I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. I don't know. I want to see Sol Ruka win, but I don't know. Man, you know what? I'm gonna go and upset Sol Ruka. I mean, I think this is the time where Becky Lynch, like you said, kind of puts over new superstars, which she is also good at doing. So I got Sol Ruka winning, but if Sol Ruka gonna win and they're gonna put the title on her, they have to utilize it, like Becky Lynch. They have to utilize it. That's all I'm saying. Because if WWE and TKO wants to wants young talent on the roster and all, this is the best time to do it. So I got Sol Ruka. What are y'all thoughts?
I'm going with Becky. I love Sol Ruka. I really do. Not saying she's really been the best since coming to the main roster. It's been a little. I mean, her hype is obviously there, yeah, but execution has been kind of a little sloppy. I get it, especially, it's nervous. You have some nervousness coming into the main roster. You're trying to make a name. You're finally there. You make it. Now, what do? I don't see her winning it right now. Maybe this is just, get yourself more of the international fan base as well. I don't really see Sol Ruka winning the IC title until SummerSlam. I think that's going to be a big spot for her. So I think that's when they'll really project her. So yeah, give me big time Bex, man.
I don't know how it happens, gentlemen. I don't know how it happens, but I'm rolling with the big time Bex here because, to Bernard's point, I'm just on a different side of it. Becky does want to put over talent, but I think Becky views things in the macro as well. I don't think she's as concerned with these immediate moments as far as she's concerned with building legitimate superstars. Because let's be honest, if she didn't go down to NXT and feud with Tiffany Stratton, she wouldn't have been Miss Money in the Bank. She wouldn't have had that title reign she had. She wouldn't have had that feud with Charlotte. Say what you want about it, but it was still a main event, women's championship, WrestleMania feud. And that's because Becky Lynch made her look like a bona fide star.
Yep.
And I think Tiffany Stratton does have that ability. Does she need to work? Sure. Everybody does. Let's be real. So Ruka needs to get some work. I think she's a little rusty. Maybe it is nerves because we've seen her consistently perform at a high level in the big stage in NXT, but this is a whole different ball game, so I'm just getting used to that. I think Becky Lynch is looking the long term towards SummerSlam as well. I think it does a whole lot more for Sol Ruka to be hanging around in this title picture. Maybe just take a loss on the chin here on Sunday and then work a couple matches against some good stars, high quality stars. You mentioned like a Roxanne Perez, get her back in the mix. Stephanie Vicaire may be looking for a warm up match when she comes back. Just some singles competition against some big names. And then all of a sudden, if you see her back in the title picture at SummerSlam after Becky does, I mean, you mentioned Natty, that would be a good plug in for 2 months until we get to SummerSlam. I don't have a problem with that at all. I really enjoyed those two. And you could just play this whole thing. Maxine Dupree now being with the Vision, that could play a factor here. There's just a lot of things you could do. And I think Becky keeping this title at least till SummerSlam, then maybe taking a break, is probably the play. Sol Ruka deserves a chance, but also to Bernard's point, on a different side of it, you need to make sure you have proper plans in place for your superstars when they win titles. And if you're going to force it in Sol Ruka's hands, it's got to be good now. And I don't know that you have a strong path for Sol Ruka right now if you don't let her build more towards the title first.
My thing I'd be afraid of if she does win it, and they're just going to go back to another open challenge thing every single week. I am honestly sick of the open challenges. You know, it feels like it does not pristine the title. I know you're like, oh, cool, we're in more matches for this title. Okay, well, that's fine. Use them for PLEs, not every freaking SmackDown or Raw. It means nothing at that point to me.
Yeah,
No
I agree with that, man.
It's run its course. We've seen it with every mid card title. It's enough of the open challenges. I 100% agree.
I mean, look at Lyra Valkyria when she first had the inaugural championship. It's like, yeah, I'm glad she won, and all, but it's like I feel like they didn't have no plans for her like they should.
Nope, they did not.
And now she's kind of in this weird tag team limbo with Bayley, who again will go down and be remembered for a very long time as. I don't know if she's in the best conversation, but she is very talented, and we all love Bayley. But none of it feels like it went the way it should have, to Bernard's point. And I think it's because they were like, oh, shoot, what do we do now? That's another one Becky tried to put over, both in NXT and on the main roster. It's just after that, what do you do? And I think maybe they learned from that with Sol Ruka. We'll see on Sunday. On Sunday, the Storm will invade Italy and try to take the title off of Rhea Ripley. Stop me if I'm speaking out of turn here, gentlemen. Do we have a 4-0 for Rhea Ripley here?
Oh, no, of course not. Nah, I'm playing. You think I'm you know you don't see on this poster? A number freaking 2. You wanna know why? Because Jade is an awful champion and she's not gonna get that title back. If she does, I'm going to riot in the streets because it's gonna be Rhea Ripley all day.
Yeah, Mommy's gonna be on top of this one. Rhea Ripley. I think Jade Cargill needs work because even she said she was disappointed in her title reign. So I think after she lost this, I think she need to take time to actually reconstruct the character.
I hope so.
Look at storylines and all. And then plus, she was right on one thing. They want no competition because they out injured or they got pregnant. But I got Rhea Ripley in this one.
What a
I 1,000
chain of events.
I think this is the equivalent of asking Wemby to go dunk the ball with no one around him. It's a guarantee. It's a slam dunk. It's a lock. Rhea's going to win. We all know how Jade's last title reign went. One defense, I think it was against Jordan Grace. I can't remember one moment.
Yeah, Jordan Grace, the actual wrestler who just gets title shots to lose every single time.
And then if you look at the landscape of SmackDown, it's basically all heels for the women's division. So I think it's easy that Rhea's going to win this one. I think Jade could go away for a little bit, like Bernard said, rework on her character. And that's how I feel about it.
Well, I mean, I'm going Rhea Ripley too, and I don't really have anything to add to that conversation. The question I have is like, I see, and we've had this conversation before in pieces. I truly understand the raw ability in the talent of Jade Cargill. I do. And nothing seems like has gotten her over to the point where we feel like she should have been. Not that it's all been horrible. We have sat here on this show and given her praise and her flowers when she's performed well. But but I think overall the body of work has been very underwhelming. What in God's name do you look at Jade Cargill and is going to save her? She's tried being the baby face. She's tried being the heel. Like, I don't know.
Maybe you just need to like pair her up with Danhausen, get her out of this weird funk she's in. Let her be funny. Just see if she can have fun instead of which I hate this take anyway that I'm given. Just to let you know, it's absolutely annoying to me. It's coming to this point where you're built like that and you could do that in the ring, and I have to say, oh, go be a funny girl. Just go be a funny girl, because that's what you're at this point. If you don't buckle up, you're gonna be back somewhere else. Because at this point, what are you doing? You're just stale on the mic. You're not really. I'm not saying you're stale in the ring. You have some great flashes, but that's the only thing. You are Mardi Gras. You give flashes. That's it.
Ooh.
Oh, we lost the mouse with that one.
Yeah.
I mean, Bernard, is there a saving grace for Jade Cargill, or is the ship sailed?
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this: the ship has not sailed, but it's loading up to be sailed. If that makes sense.
Anchor.
Like I said, it's loading up. Actually, look like it's about to sink more than sail, because, like I said, it's like when Jade Cargill first burst on the scene, it's like she hasn't really been doing anything much and all. Yeah, showing appearance on Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and all, but like her in-ring work, as far as that concerned, it could use some work. Like you said, there's flashes. She's built like a freaking what like I said, She-Hulk or Goddess or whatever and all. And it's like and it's like WWE is not doing anything with it, or she tried just not fully accept it or fully, understand and the level of professional wrestling that she's in, because she's in the, like I said, Becky Lynch, the big time now. And not just us saying it, Nia says it, everybody says it, is that you got all this talent and you got this physique about yourself, but then it's like, what are you really doing? What is WWE really doing? The promos is barely mediocre at best, and it's like she trying so hard to cut a promo when she's messing it up. So she got some work to do. So is the ship sailing? Shake Bake, like I said, it's not sailing, but it's loading up. It's loading up the sail.
One more. How do I say this? Her husband, Brandon Phillips, actually sent me a signed baseball. You think it'd be crazy if I sent him something signed that just says acting lessons or something crazy and be like, can you give this to your wife?
Yeah, that'd be insane. I think that would pretty much guarantee Jade Cargill would never do a stadium rant spot.
Oh no, yeah, that
you would ever see me again, because you might come to my house and murder me.
You may end up on a docu-series. Yeah, that may not end well. Wow. Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. Jade, it's just.
I think it was very unfortunate Bianca going down, because I thought that was primed to be her main rival, because she got hurt. They had such a great story build up with her, Naomi, and Bianca. I liked to work with Naomi. That was one thing I praised her for. I liked her match with Naomi. That was one of her better matches. And then it's set up for a Bianca feud, and then just the finger and everything. She's been out for a long time now. She's even more pregnant. So I think the ship sailed.
Thanks, Street Profits. You can take time off.
Yeah.
Not only that, it's like, at AEW, it's like I said, I don't know if this is the reason why she's green still now, is that she had a mid-card title, and then she had a mid-card title for that's insurmountable amount of days, and on top of that, it's like she ain't really wrestling nobody there, because
I think she would be better off if she went with the mid-card here instead of straight to a world title. But I mean, look at. I'm sorry, I'm just hating on her because that's just what I do now, apparently. But just look at her even on the poster. It's like, dog, give me a little something, smile or something.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know.
Walt Disney.
I don't know that I can get behind Jade Cargill fully anymore. I don't want to sit here and beat up on her either, because I truly understand the potential and what you have there. It's just How many times is it going to not work out and we're just going to wait? I don't know. Is something weird happening with Cody Rhodes versus Gunther here? Are we getting a little European pop? Maybe something a little special for the fans over there in Europe?
I guess so. This is just this whole thing. I feel like it was a weird setup. You thought Cody was going to see. I already lost who I was thinking of that he was going to be. So that just obviously doesn't matter. So with him and Gunther, I just thought, okay, let's kind of just roll in there. But that I don't. This one's hard to pick because it's over in Europe. WWE is notorious for you not winning in your hometown. You're definitely not going in your home. I wouldn't say country, but your home
Continent?
across the lake, across the pond. So, but at the same time, he's on such a heater of being hated. Why not let Gunther win the title here? Cody seems to be okay with going back and forth. I guess, want to be a multi-time champion. That's going to happen. You're going to lose it. You're going to win it. You're going to lose it. So I'm going to take this spot for Gunther to beat Cody. Maybe Cody gets it back at SummerSlam. Or, oh, nope, not even going to go that far because I'm going to go down the rabbit hole. I'm just going to say Gunther is winning this one.
Alex, you look pretty fired up. What you got, brother?
Well, it's obvious. I'm repping Raheem Rhodes, but I'm with JC. I'm going with Gunther here with the title change. I think the wild card in all this, in my opinion, is the King of the Ring tournament starts next week. If Randy Orton's in there, I mean, I think he's a lock to win it. Then that sets up Cody Rhodes for SummerSlam. But the thing is, we don't know as of yet because they didn't reveal anyone. So I think this would be a perfect time to mix things up on SmackDown. I think it definitely needs a title change. And you could do some interesting matchup with Gunther. Like, I don't know, Ilya Dragunov, who he had one of his best matches with everyone. He was known as Walter. I think that would be something new. And I also think I like Cody Rhodes more when he's chasing the title, when he has the belt. I mean, it's set up to be one of the greatest WrestleManias ever when he's going after Roman Reigns, WrestleMania 40. So I think if you do something like him without the title and a Sami Zayn feud, I think that would be fire. Both of them beating each other up, beating each other to death, trying to get the title. I think that'd be more intriguing. So I'm going Gunther here.
I'm going with Cody Rhodes.
Ooh.
I'm going with Cody Rhodes.
Okay.
I'm going with Cody Rhodes, and this is why I'm going with Cody Rhodes because let's not forget WrestleMania, Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton. Everybody picked Randy Orton to win that match, but Cody Rhodes basically upset Randy Orton. Randy Orton attacks him, and I think the Trinity story is going. So I got Cody Rhodes winning, but it could possibly be an interference with Randy Orton returning because there's a rumor he's in Italy right now as we speak. I don't know. That could happen. We just see. But I got Cody Rhodes winning. Then Randy Orton attacks him after the match, or he interferes in the match in a no contest, and that's when he enters the King of the Ring. Randy Orton wins King of the Ring, then faces Cody Rhodes at SummerSlam. That's how I got it. So I got Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going with Cody too. I think the Gunther title win would be fantastic. And I also think the fact that he got this match from out of the favor from Paul Heyman doesn't mean nothing. But I don't think this feels like a Gunther spot because it was rushed. It felt like Gunther was supposed to be tangled up with Brock Lesnar, but I truly believe Brock Lesnar wanted to work with Obafemi to his core. And he believes in Obafemi, and you can see that by the way he's allowing Oba to work with him.
Thank God.
To be clear, not everybody can do these things with Brock Lesnar. Yes, people have the physical ability, but Brock Lesnar kind of dictates what Brock Lesnar does.
You're going to tell Brock no? That's a pass.
Ask Braun Strowman how that goes. You will get punched in the face. That will happen. But yeah, it's just, I don't think Cody's losing the title. They're kind of rolling along with this. I do like the Randy Orton involvement. I could see Cody being attacked by Randy and winning via disqualification, where Gunther would get disqualified technically. Or it could be a no contest, whatever you want to do. But yeah, I think Cody walks away with this belt. I think he gets the victory. I'm not leaning with the no contest. I think he ends up with the title victory. Dude, I don't know. Gunther's clearly a world champion. It's just it feels like it's not the spot for him right now. And that's where you get to. We've talked about this with Drew McIntyre. He's clearly a world champion level talent. Nobody questions that. It's just, is everybody going to be buying Gunther merch if he wins the title? Probably not. And are you going to want to watch him lose? Yes. Not more than kids want to watch Cody Rhodes win, though. I will say that. And that is going to be a huge factor going forward. So here it is, gentlemen. For the World Heavyweight Championship, Tribal Combat, Roman Reigns versus Jacob Fatu. Roman had some very strong words this past Monday to say to Adam Pearce about Jacob Fatu, specifically regarding Tribal Combat and all that it meant. And he's like, if I lose, y'all are in trouble. I don't know what to do because he's just going to run amok. You better hope I win. But it's Tribal Combat, y'all. This is going to go the Bloodline's way. Roman's not dropping this title. Other than the fact that they want to keep Jacob Fatu in the main event scene, and I'm not against that. I almost would have preferred they didn't put Jacob in the spot to lose again, but whatever. I'm going with Roman. I think it'll be a really fun match, letting these two just turn loose.
I am so torn. I've gone back and forth on this one. Here it is. Here's my take that happens every freaking month. Zilla Fatu's coming in. No, I'm not gonna go there. This could be. I could see some betrayals here. Maybe with the Usos teaming up with Jacob. Going that route, being over Roman. We were in this spot before when we were, basically your lackeys. I know you say things are different. You want to be family. We're not going to try that again. And plus, Jacob is absolutely psychotic. So why would I go against that? Let me go ahead and team up with Jacob Fatu. That being said, I'm still taking our tribal chief, Roman Reigns, to win this. But I think it's going to set up even another match in the future where they have a part 3. And that's where I think Jacob will eventually win it. But right now, you're not beating Roman in tribal combat.
Yeah, I got Roman Reigns all day, every day. You can't bet your money against Roman Reigns. We learned that a long time ago. Heck, I know that since I first saw him when he first burst in the scene with the Shield. But Roman Reigns taking this. But it is a possibility because I've been feeling this for a couple of weeks too, JC, and y'all, that the Usos could be turning on Roman Reigns soon. I just don't know when. But as far as this match goes, Roman Reigns is winning it all day. Now, like I tell you too, Shay, this is where Zilla Fatu comes in at. Because see, this one with Zilla Fatu comes in at a good storyline like this. See, that's how Solo came into play.
If he
Clash at the Castle, against Drew McIntyre.
Yeah. If he comes with his dad's face paint, I'm going to freak out. Just to let you know.
Oh yeah, no, he should.
Yep. But
listen,
Roman Reigns.
I'm with all you three. I'm with Roman too. I think it's too early for Roman to lose the belt. In my opinion, I said this when he won a title. I think this is Roman's last long title reign. Ironically, I think this is his last one. I don't think he's going to drop it now. I would love the Zilla Fatu spot because people think, oh, he's going to help Jacob, and then the tables turn.
Yeah.
He attacks Jacob, helps Roman win, and even though they said during their final face-off that Jacob would serve Roman, acknowledge him, I don't think it's going to be as smooth as easy. Just like remember when John Cena way back then was joined the Nexus but never listened to him. I think it could be something like that and then cause a rift, with the Usos. Yeah. Maybe they all end up turning on Roman. So, but for this match, I think Roman will acknowledge him.
Right.
Agreed. Hey, listen, only one thing left to do at this point, gentlemen. Sit back, relax, and watch the magic that is going to end up being Clash in Italy this Sunday, 2 p.m. Eastern. The Ringside Boys, at least most of us, will be there reacting to it. It's a Sunday. It's at a weird time, but we'll be there. Hang out with us, react live to the show, get in chat, get your friends there. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button on the video. If you're an iOS user, got one of them iPhone thingies, we got a new app for you to check out. The Stadium Rant app is live on the iOS Apple Store. Go check it out. Download it now. Tell your friends. Hit the like and subscribe button on the video. Follow Stadium Rant and all the boys on social media. Check out stadiumrant.com for articles on your favorite teams, players, and leagues. And if you're not down with that, we got just 2 words for you. Acknowledge us.